In a peaceful, sun-drenched living room, Chewy the cat is the very definition of perfection. He's curled up in a single golden sunbeam on the back of the sofa, every sleek hair in its rightful place. He's fast asleep, dreaming of things cats dream of, probably world domination or a never-ending supply of tuna. Suddenly, the peace is shattered. Marley the dog barrels into the room like a furry tornado, his tail wagging so hard it becomes a weapon of mass destruction. The lamp wobbles, a stack of magazines scatters, and a poor, unsuspecting potted plant nearly meets its end. Panting with pure, unadulterated joy, Marley gets right up in Chewy's personal space. Chewy, Chewy, you're never gonna believe it. I found the best stick. It's in the yard. It's this big. Chewy, a master of passive resistance, doesn't even open his eyes. He just flattens his ears, letting out a tiny, long-suffering sigh. But Marley is not a creature who understands subtlety. He shoves his wet, slobbery nose right into Chewy's perfectly groomed side. It's a stick, and it has a leaf on it. It's a stick leaf. Come on, come on, come on. Chewy's internal monologue is probably something like, if I ignore the earthquake, it will cease to exist. Marley, however, takes this silence as enthusiastic encouragement and goes in for a giant, messy dog lick. Slurp. That's it. The final straw. Chewy's eyes snap open, revealing slits of pure, unadulterated annoyance. In one fluid, lightning-fast motion, he delivers a classic bap 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 with his paw. No claws. Of course, this isn't an attack. It's a statement. A statement filled with utter contempt. He then hops down from the sofa, shoots Marley a look that could curdle milk, and stalks off with his tail held high, a flag of feline dignity. Marley, completely unfazed, just wags his tail harder. Okay, you get the stick leaf later. I'll save it for you. A few moments later, in the kitchen, Chewy attempts to restore order to his universe. He sits regally in front of his empty food bowl, letting out a single, polite, yet undeniably demanding meow. His human, ever-obedient, fills the bowl with some fancy, flaked fish. Chewy begins to purr, a low, rumbling sound of pure satisfaction. He lowers his head for that first, perfect, delicate bite. But of course, it's not to be. We hear a thunder of paws on the linoleum, and Marley skids into the kitchen, sliding to a halt right next to the bowl. He sits, panting, his own full bowl of kibble completely forgotten. He's transfixed, watching Chewy. What's he doing? He whispers in awe. It must be a special secret cat way of eating. I must learn it. Marley creeps closer, his head cocked, sniffing the air with a loud, wet sniff. Chewy freezes, a single perfect flake of fish halfway to his mouth. He slowly, very slowly, turns his head to glare at the furry intruder. Marley, in a misguided attempt to be helpful, uses his nose to nudge his own bowl of kibble across the floor toward Chewy. Here, we can trade. Mine's crunchier. It's a good deal. The bowl bumps into Chewy's, scattering kibble everywhere. One piece lands directly on Chewy's head, like a crunchy, tasteless crown. To a dog, a box can only mean one thing: the box game. He wiggles into a classic play bow, his tail going a mile a minute. A swift paw to the snout. Marley yelps, more out of surprise than pain. He backs off for a second, and then a brilliant, dog-brained idea strikes. He starts to push the box with his nose. Slowly, the box begins to slide down the hallway, with Chewy still inside. We can imagine Chewy's face, a perfect deadpan of resignation as the world moves around him. He doesn't even bother getting up. Marley, panting with accomplishment, pushes the box all the way into the living room. We went on a trip. That was fun. Chewy has had enough. He executes his master escape plan. In a flash, he leaps from the box, sprints to the bookshelf, and scales it to the very top shelf, a high ground advantage Marley can't possibly reach. He finds a perfect, warm spot next to a potted fern, safe at last. He begins meticulously washing the dog germs off his pristine fur. Down below, Marley whines. "Hey, how'd you get up there? That's a good spot." He tries to jump, a clumsy, futile effort that only succeeds in knocking a few books off a lower shelf. Then, a single, fluffy leaf from the fern above drifts down, landing right on Marley's nose. His eyes cross as he stares at it. The urge is too powerful to resist. A tiny snort escapes him, sending the leaf flying. Then another leaf drifts down, and another. Marley is now fully awake, captivated by this new game of falling leaves. He starts to snort repeatedly, a rapid-fire series of sneezes, trying to catch them mid-air. Snort dash snort dash snort dash snort. A cloud of dander, dust and leaf particles erupts from his nose, floating directly up towards the bookshelf. But before Marley can even process what happened, Chewy uses his paw to gently, deliberately push the potted fern to the very edge of the shelf. It teeters precariously. Marley's eyes go wide with panic. No, the tree. Chewy, the tree is falling. The fern tips over, and a shower of potting soil and leaves rains down directly onto Marley and his precious pillow. It got my spot. It got my spot, he cries, horrified. Marley grabs his no-filthy pillow and shakes it violently, trying to get the dirt off, sending soil flying everywhere. In the midst of this self-created chaos, Chewy makes his move. He gracefully leaps down, lands silently on the sofa, and saunters over to the no-vacant perfect sunbeam on the back of the couch. He curls up, pristine once more, the victor of the pillow heist. Marley, exhausted from the battle, flops down in the middle of the dirty floor, hugging his filthy pillow. He looks over at Chewy, so clean and peaceful in his sunbeam. A happy thought dawns on his simple dog mind. "Hugh, you wanted my spot," he pants happily. "You could have just asked. We could have shared." He wags his tail, thumping it against the floor. In his mind, he saved his pillow, and Chewy just wanted to be closer to him. From his throne in the sun, Chewy opens one eye. He takes in the scene, the destroyed living room, the dirt-covered floor, the panting, happy-go-lucky dog. He lets out one long, slow sigh. But this isn't a sigh of annoyance. It's a sigh of acceptance. This is his life. A perfect, if chaotic, balance. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures.